I got into an unusual job today. It was a sunburst locust, and the tree was probably about 30, 35 feet tall, but it had some really significant splits in the trunk, and there was a lot of defects in the bark. So I looked at it really closely, and I concurred that this tree was going to fall apart. And I believe I'm right, but I told the client that this tree was going to fail, and I was starting to second guess myself, and I started thinking, well, how bad is it? Well, when I finally got up into the tree and looked down, I realized that yes, it is indeed a significant hazard. This tree has two major splits in it. So what I did was I tied the ladder up there, and I tied it to the tree so I had something to stabilize myself with, to work on removing this tree, because I didn't want to be just attached to one of these stems up here that was on the verge of splitting apart. And as you can see, I put a probe through there, and it was all the way through. It was completely coming apart. It was an interesting job, and here's a better view of it. You can see how the tree was splitting. So I believe this was a intelligent decision to remove this tree. The people had second thoughts about it. They really loved this tree. It was a little bit further down, and further down it wasn't quite as noticeable, but there was some decay pockets. Well, job's done. End of the job, guy comes up to me and says, wow, you did a great job. I said, thank you. He says, how long you been doing this? I said, 51 years. He goes, 51 years? How old are you? I said, I'm 71. He says, I'm 71. I can't even get up a ladder. So I looked at him and I said, well, maybe there's a lesson there. Keep on keeping on. That's the answer. Don't stop.